Now today we'll discuss something on dices that is pretty much asked in any reasoning exam like SSC CGL and certain other government exam. So we'll try to find some logic so you don't need to even think to solve dice problems. As you know, there are two kinds of dices. First is standard dice. So standard dice is nothing which is having the sum. The opposite face of the dice will have a sum of 7. So if this is having 5, so this part below 5 you will have 2. If you have 6 here, then you will have 1. So this is the kind of thing the standard dice will make a sum of 7. Okay, now we'll discuss complicated. So the second type is non-standard dice, and this is the dice which you have seen normally asked in your questions, which has anything in back of anything, like if I will have 1, if I can have 2 also in the back side. And basically every question is asked on the basis of non-standard dice. They will show you certain figures and they will ask you to determine the something is back of what number and so on. So now we'll discuss some kind of logic for the non-standard ones, which is more easy. You don't need even to think, just logically follow these steps and you will do it very quickly within certain span of time. Okay, just watch. So what will happen, they will show you the same representation of a dice 2 times, but with a different orientations. It means both will have a different set of numbers there and you will have to answer the questions. So now think like if they are showing you 1, 2, 3 and they are showing you 3, 4, 5. So whenever you have a same number shown 2 times in a different like figures, so what will be happening? The missing number will be opposite to the common number. So the missing number is what here? It will be 6. So 6 will be opposite to the third, which is common in both of them. So this is pretty simple. You can even relate it to what are the neighbors, but just as you have specially mentioned in the case, you can figure it out why it is happening and you can see it. Now we'll discuss the second case and just note down the difference from the prior case. Now in this thing you can see again you have 3 common in 2 faces, like 2 different presentation of a same dice. Now to find which one is back of which one, just start clockwise direction. Write it down 3, 1, 2. Similarly from here you start clockwise direction 3, 4, 5. Write 3, 4, 5. So as you already know, 3 was the common one, so the missing one will be back of 3, that is actually 6, that was discussed in the last case. But accordingly to this rule, 1, 4 will be back of each other and 2, 5 will be back of each other. That's so simple, right? So the one important thing about this, whatever thing I have taught you, is this thing is applicable only in the case of 2 representation. So when 2 representation like 1 and 2 is given, use this property and all the time you will get a correct answer. Now see, in this case, whenever the common face is on the same side, as you can see this is projected this side and this side, then you don't need to do even this, because see, if you write in the same order, that will have the same orientation. See, 1 is back of 4, 2 is back of 5, this will be there. Even if you do the method taught in the last thing, you will get the same result. But keeping this in mind, you will get the same logic, that if facing in the same orientation the common number, when the representation is given 2, then the opposite side will be the same sides. So as you can see, this is some other question. Why it is different from the previous one? 3 is common, and then 4 is common. So as you can see, it's a different case, right? You are getting two presentation of a single same dice, and then you are getting two thing common. Previous case we discussed on any one thing common. Let's see how to solve this. So whenever such thing happen, you can say the uncommon part is opposite to each other. So 2 is opposite to 5. Directly you can mention this. So this is the end of the lecture, and you have seen just discussing all these cases. In most of the exam you will be given representation where there is two cases given there, and then you can find it without even thinking so much. Just watch this video again if you are not getting it.